Hey guys, I'm back with a full review of the 9.7-inch iPad Pro. I wanted to challenge Apple's claim that the iPad Pro is more than just another tablet and can replace a PC or Mac for many tasks. So I decided to test this by producing this entire review using the iPad Pro. That means that I wrote this script, recorded this voiceover, and edited this entire review on the iPad. I did cheat a little and used my Samsung Galaxy camera for filming the footage because it gives me far more manual control than I can get with the iPad's camera. I'll be making a video about it in the future. The iPad's camera is no slouch though. The 12 megapixel shooter can produce beautiful images if you use it right, and it records beautiful 4K video. You do look like a complete tool while using it, however. This iPad is fast. Damn fast if I do say so myself. It's the fastest tablet I've ever used, except maybe the Microsoft Surface Pro. The A9X SoC, or chip as Apple says, really screams in this little device. Every app loads instantly and every on-screen movement is fluid and smooth. In benchmarks, the A9X even beats out the dual-core ULV i5 that you will find in many Ultrabook laptops and convertible tablets, and that is no small feat. It's almost as fast per core as my Core i7 laptop in Geekbench. The keyboard. The keyboard. It's not the worst I've ever used, but it is oh so far from being the best. It is certainly much better than an on-screen touch keyboard, but it's a far cry from the mechanical keyboard that I usually type on. Apple claims that the keyboard is similar in design to the one used in the Retina MacBook, and while I haven't had a chance yet to play with the new MacBook, if the keyboard feels like this, I'm not really in a huge hurry to do so. The keyboard is spill resistant, however, which is very nice, and is covered in this fabric-like material that feels quite similar to what you would find in a windbreaker jacket. The magnetic connector is quite solid, but not as solid as the one on the Surface, and the iPad will fall if you swing it around like a moron, so don't do that. The keyboard is not used in games as far as I can tell, but that is fine by me. This is the first iOS device I've used in a very long time, and I am very impressed by how far the OS has come and just how useful it is now. The last iOS thing I had was an iPhone 4, and that was some time ago, back when Android was absolutely terrible. I'm talking about Android 2.2 days here, folks. I had to jailbreak that phone to make it do what I wanted, but with this iPad I am perfectly happy with how it is out of the box, with no need to jailbreak, except maybe for AdBlock, but I can live without that. iTunes is, well, it's iTunes. Some people love it, some people hate it, and I find myself somewhere in the middle. The interface is quite a bit different from how it was back when I had my iPhone 4, but with a couple of tweaks like enabling the sidebar and column browser, I made it much easier to use. Unfortunately, iTunes 12.5 has this odd bug where it doesn't show artist pictures, but I suppose that's a minor gripe at best. It's still a darn good audio player, and the sound check feature was something I wish every music jukebox software had. Speaking of tunes, let's discuss the speakers on this iPad. They are very loud and quite clear, and they have decent bass response, especially for a device this thin. Music is clear and sharp, and while I usually prefer headphones, these are the best speakers I've ever heard in a tablet.
He was a boy, he wanted to play down by the sea.
I know it's hard to get an idea of how they sound over YouTube, but trust me, they are quite nice. All that being said, I'm unsure how to place this iPad. I'm not sure if it's Mac Light or iPad Heavy. It's definitely an in-between device, and it beats the pants off of every Android tablet I've used or owned. But I know that's mostly because of software. There's no iMovie, Pages, or Keynote for Android. But I know hardware has a lot to do with that as well, and I've never used an Android device that was this fast. Even my Nvidia Shield had lag sometimes. When you have control over both the hardware and the software, as Apple does, you can integrate things very tightly and create a seamless experience. I think that's pretty much it for today, folks, and I hope you enjoy the video. Have a good day.